Hello, hi, and welcome to Empathic Fire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be mid-month messages for fire signs. Hello, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hi, guys. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Wherever you guys are in the world right now, I hope you're safe, happy, healthy, and secure. Okay, guys, so as you can see, I'm doing things a little bit differently here for mid-May. Some of you may or may not know, I got a new job recently, and it takes a lot of my energy out of me. So I just haven't had much time to do these 12 single videos for the mid messages. I struggled to get May done on time. So for now, I might be changing this format for the mids to be a collective message, if that's cool. Well, beyond if it's cool with you or not. Hopefully you like it is more the point. And it might not stay this way. I might go back to the single, each individual sign having messages for them in June. But for May, we're going to do this collectively. And as you can see, this is like way past the middle of May. So this is actually kind of late. As is my usual schedule. But anyway, guys, so this is going to be a collective reading for fire signs. We're going to play with this deck here. This is the Black Moon Astrology deck. So we're going to pull a collective card that applies to fire signs, what's going on with you guys for mid-May. We'll get some intuitive hits on that, and then we'll do maybe 2 or 3 cards for each individual sign. I'm probably going to put some timestamps down below, so if you're interested only in your sign, which, you know, fire signs, a lot of ego amongst the 3, maybe you just want to click down below and jump into your individual readings, okay? But regular spiel, anything you want from me, guys, it's in the description box below. Timestamps will be down there. Information on how to purchase a personal reading with me is down there. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, which has gone dormant again because, again, my energy is totally tanked, transitioning into this new job and learning new things, you know. But anyway, but if you do want to follow me on Instagram, you can go ahead and give me a follow down below. There is a link for that, okay? So let's find a collective energy for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, the fire signs that they're dealing with. What is prominent amongst all fire signs right now in the middle of May? Let's see what we get. This deck is very new to me. I've played with it maybe like once or twice before, so it's very much going to be a new experience for everybody. And I like that. I don't do Oracle as much on the public channel as much as I do in private, so this is going to be fun, at least for me. Maybe you won't enjoy it, I don't know. But let's see. So what's the prominent energy for fire signs at this time? What's going on with them? 12th house, escape, 36. Okay, so 12th house is naturally ruled by Pisces. So throwing that out there, you might have a Pisces in your life. You might have Pisces significant in your chart, no matter what your sign is. But 12th house, escape. So 12th house is, as the card indicates, about escape. It's also about endings. It's about, to me, sort of like very big lessons, possibly lessons or I suppose gaining understanding, or at least the potential to gain understanding about things that are not necessarily easily understood. So it's like trying to make sense of things that seem almost nonsensical. So I'm feeling through this, especially with the word escape there, some of you might be overindulging, which again is a 12th house, a part of the 12th house, overindulgence. So you might be drinking more, sleeping more, eating more, partying more, vegging out in front of Netflix for like 5 hours at a time more, you know, whatever. It could also be escape in more practical or even productive ways. So if some of you might be throwing yourselves at work, you might be throwing yourselves at a passion project in order to avoid some other issue in your life that needs attention, okay? 36, combine that together, that's a 9 if you're into the numerology of things, so that might apply to you. And since it's such a new deck to me, I'll read a little bit from the book because, again, that was all just intuitive hit, you know. Oh, and you see there's like a conch, right? Or I forget, I guess that's a conch. I think that's how you call it. So some of you might be listening to your dreams. 12th house is also a place of the underworld, dreaming, subconscious. So some of you might be paying a lot of attention to your dreams or having very prolific dreams at this time. Some of you, I'm getting this idea that maybe you're being visited, like with this string of possibly planets in the sky, or like the moon phases perhaps in the sky. I feel like some of you, like maybe you're being like visited in what you might believe is like by other beings. So whatever that means to you, however that applies to you, I feel like you might be communicating or trying to communicate, because again, with the conch there, we're listening, and we're opening our ears, we're opening our minds to receive messages. So for some of you, you might be trying to commune with beings from other planets, other existences, other planes of existence, whatever you believe in or don't believe in, whatever, however that might apply to you. Okay. So 12th house escape. It's time to get on point. It's not time to ignore or overlook what's there. Things may get fragmented. The 12th house of the zodiac is the most mesmerizing of all the houses. Mysticism, dreaming, drowning, vast seas, and surrendering are all themes that belong to this house of self-undoing. It is also the place in the chart where we lapse in our judgment and make bad choices. Like the sign of Pisces that rules it, the 12th house falls at the end of the zodiac, which indicates a type of passage or rebirth. This house contains the meanings of all the signs and planets and all other houses within it. The 12th house stands for all. Interesting. So I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's like 2 pages. So yeah, there's like something accumulating for you fire signs. I feel, but it's not like the end of the road, like, you're on your last legs in life or something like that. You could be ending certain behaviors in your life, or considering ending them, or how to, again, make the most of it is what it feels like. I think like many of you are trying to learn something about yourselves, your circumstances, the people around you. It's like really trying to learn a lot, but from an internal space is what this feels like. Okay, so hopefully that some of that makes sense to you. We're going to start with Aries. We're going to go to Leo and Sagittarius. I'm very like pragmatic. I'm not like one of these, let's do Sagittarius first. No offense, Sagittarius. So we're going to start with Aries. We're going to pull like 2 or 3 cards for each sign. So let's see. For Aries, I think we're going to go, we're going to go with Vanessa Tarot, I think. All right, so let's get some expansion on this. Messages for Aries. What can you tell Aries regarding this 12th house escape energy and their mid-May energies and messages? What do you have for Aries mid-May 2021? Show me. Fool. Okay, there we go. Fool. Yeah, we'll do it that order. Moon and the 2 of Wands. So Fool, Aquarius energy here. Also, again, Pisces with the Moon card, and then the 2 of Wands. So definitely still, Aries, you're into this new beginnings. Fool, definitely, she's out there hitchhiking on this road, ready to get something started in a different place, in a different time, with different people. So, and the moon, I think, again, is like this inventory taking, possibly reflective, because the moon itself, and again, 12th house energy related to Pisces, and again, related back to the moon as well, would be reflective, self-reflection. So really, I think some of you are, again, escaping, perhaps, taking a road trip to break away from the monotony of your life, break away from what has been sort of status quo for a while. If that's status quo over the past year or so because of the pandemic, maybe. It could be something deeper. It could be you're escaping from something that you've been living with for 15 years, or what you've been struggling with for 15 years. Who knows? And the 2 of Wands does, after it shows, again, this inclination to begin, to start, to make choices. So I think, Aries, you're very much in your wheelhouse of cardinal signs. So definitely wanting things to begin, wanting things to, have a significant jump off point and make decisive actions towards whatever you're going, or wherever you're going, I should say. The moon is a concern for me, Aries, again, because it is linked back to the 12th house and this idea of escaping. So some of you, again, might be running away from your problems. Here you go. Aries, I don't know you, but if you're running away from your problems, you kind of know that. And so just keep it in mind. I feel here this energy collectively is a person who has made up their mind to go a particular way, to turn away from something, to turn towards something, whatever. So there isn't any inclination to stay put, right? However, they're cautioning me, they want me to caution you to basically keep in mind that if you're running away from something or ignoring something, again, escaping something, state of mind, actions, people, places, whatever it is, it's just a temporary fix, Aries. You have to have a long-term goal in mind here. The Fool doesn't make long-term plans. The Fool flies by the seat of their pants. It's not a deeply rooted energy. And then the Two of Wands is just an initiating energy. It's just the start of something. So you have great ideas. You've got an incredible amount of energy and dedication to something, or desire for something, because, Moon can be about desire as well. But what's gonna happen long term? You have to have some kind of plan in place, or some type of backup plan, or some type of like, if you imagine this was a road trip and you're just driving, okay, did you bring enough money for gas? Where are you going to stop to eat and sleep? Where, what are you going to do if, like, your car breaks down? You get what I mean? Like, this is the intention of hitting the road, but I don't see or feel somebody who has a solid plan underneath them, okay? So that'll be your mid messages for Aries. We're going to move on to Leo. Leo, which deck for Leo, please? Leo is going to get... You would think I would do this beforehand, but no. I'm one of these readers, like, I gotta feel it in the moment. Leo, you're gonna get... Yeah, you're gonna get the Line Strider deck, which I didn't pull to the table. It was off to the side here, so... That's how the cookie crumbles. All right, so Leo. Messages for Leo mid-May, related to the overall energy of 12th house for all fire signs. What can you give me for Leo? Messages for them. What's pertinent at this time for Leo in mid-May 2021, please? For Leo, show me. Three of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. And the Six of Swords. Okay, so again, a little bit of a going energy, but Leo, I think you're a little bit more reflective than you're actually doing any going anywhere. Three of Cups. So some of you might be reuniting with friends, family, take it as you will, having a good time, or at least wanting to have a good time, or something to celebrate. However, there's like this feeling of being cautious, with this rabbit here. Rabbits, at least from my observation, and I'm not like, Jane Goodall or any type of person sitting out and watching nature, but whenever I see rabbits in the wild, they're very skittish, right? They burrow, right? They live underground, or they live hidden away. So I feel like there's a desire or a call. You might be asked by people, hey, Leo, come out. We're having a barbecue, or such and such's birthday is happening, or whatever. You might be asked to celebrate, but this Ace of Pentacles, I feel, is like it's a chance, it's an opportunity to do it. Like I said, it could be an invite, but I feel because of the rabbit that's on the card, I feel like you're being very cautious or very measured. I wish I knew more about, like, sort of the animal token, or like what rabbits can represent in other... I wish I knew more. Because I feel like also, I could be wrong about this, I feel like in some cultures or in some divinity circles or whatever lines of study, I feel like rabbits can also be wisdom, but don't quote me on that. So you might be called to do and hang out with the same old crowd, reunite with people that you love. I gotta say that I don't think, Leo, you dislike the people that want to be around you, or who are inviting you out, or you might have this desire to be with these people, but I feel there's like a change in the wind. It feels like against your better judgment or something like that, instead of going to the party and reuniting with people or hanging out, you choose to either be alone, one, aces, single, right? Or you choose to go the other way with the Six of Swords over here. So if people are having a good time, you simply might not be in the mood. It is a Pentacles here, so you might not be able to afford it. It is an Ace, so it's just the beginning of something. So maybe this is like a, hey, let's all get together and go on a camping trip, or let's go on a vacation now that, things are opening up and people can, socially gather once more. Maybe you're being invited out at cost. And it's not to say that Leo is being cheap. I don't see somebody here who's being cheap. Maybe frugal, but not cheap. But I'm also just seeing somebody who, like, the choice of investing with the Ace of Pentacles is very much Leo's choice. And I feel that Leo is choosing not to invest in certain people, places, or things anymore. It feels like a move away from, or a thanks but no thanks kind of energy. And it's not sour, it's not bitter, it's not angry. It's simply like a disconnection. So all in all, Leo, it feels like you are disengaging when other people want you to engage. It could be for a few of you, since you have a group of people here, and again, they're like little party animals, like literally they're animals with like party hats on. So you might literally have friends, no matter where you are, what stage of your life you're in, who are kind of party animals. Because sometimes it's like that. Six of Swords in the boat there. So sometimes Six of Swords talks about like a family. Like I've seen it before, and I've heard it before, that a Six of Swords can be like a family, like sheltering your loved ones, your immediate loved ones. So if this is like your friends, party animals, whatever age you are, 20s, 30s, 40s, I don't care. And they're like, hey, come on, we're going to do this. We're going to do a bar crawl this weekend now that everything's opened up back in the city, whatever it is. And you're like, I can't do that. I've got a family. I've got a baby. I've got whatever that I need to take care of. Or I just want to be by myself, okay? So Leo, not really into the social gathering at this time, it feels like. And it's not to say never. It's, this is just temporary. All of these messages are temporary, right? So it's not like Leo has forever hung up their party hat. It just feels like for right now, okay? Sagittarius, let's see which deck we're going to use for Sagittarius. Show me, please. Ooh, Sag. Yeah, okay. We're going to do Haunted House deck for Sag. Alright. And thank you for your patience, Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on for you guys. Sagittarius, please. Messages for Sagittarius. Mid-May, as it relates back to the 12th house energy, 12th house escape, and Sagittarius mid-month messages, mid-May 2021. Sag, what are their messages? Excuse me. That's good. Thank you. Sagittarius, okay. And, ooh, Leo showed back out again. All right, so the first card out was Lovers. Major Arcana for Gemini, could be dealing, don't have to be. Two of Swords, and then Strength. Strength, again, related to Leo. Could be dealing with either of those signs, not at all. It is a general collective reading, so, don't hold on to that too much. So, Sag, yeah, some of you possibly are escaping, like, a situation where maybe at some point it was third party. Why do I say that? In this particular deck, the Lover's card, as you, oh gosh, here we go with the focus. Let's try boop boop. There we go. Okay. So you see the man, and he's, engaged with this blonde-haired woman, but in the photograph back there, there's a dark-haired woman. So that's why I'm like, maybe it's third party, and I don't jump on that usually, but it's like kind of slapping me in the face with this combination of cards here. So for some of you, there's clearly, there's a disagreement over a third-party situation. It doesn't have to be salacious or romantic or sexual. Third party is more than that. In most cases, especially in a general reading like this. But for some of you, it is going to be about like extramarital affairs, or, you know, you're committed to someone, but then they've got somebody on the side, or you've got somebody on the side. Who knows who has the person on the side? But I'm going to say this. The woman in the picture frame, in the background, the brunette, the dark-haired woman. Two of Swords, dark-haired woman. Strength card, dark-haired brunette woman, okay? So there is sort of like this dark-haired woman, does not have to literally be in reality, but that person is removing themselves, being pushed away, being iced out, being ghosted, whatever. These two people, whoever they might be, whatever relationship this might be, they're in lockstep. They're not going anywhere. So it feels like for some, because the Two of Swords can be about what you don't want to see, what you don't want to realize, what you don't want to accept, what you don't want to make decisions on. For some of you Sagittariuses, it's either you or someone else in the picture is not really seeing the writing on the wall, is not really accepting that, listen, this duo right here, they're not worried about you, not even looking at this picture frame, not even caring that there's another person in the picture, okay? Whatever this is. And this doesn't, by the way, amending, but I think some of you know this. This doesn't have to be the main couple. This could be the couple that is doing the bad deed, so to speak, right? So the man or the woman, whoever, you know, whichever, you know, whatever floats your boat here, could be actually committed to the person in the picture frame, right? So God, Sagittarius, your energy, for whoever this applies to, it's like the writing is very much on the wall. Some dynamic is broken down or blocked or withheld and restricted, something like that. And another dynamic is kind of going on without a care in the world towards the other person, right? So one connection stalled, dead, or whatever. And another connection is vibing. And the vibing connection is, what I'm sensing here, painful to witness, uncomfortable to witness. Therefore, somebody is pushed away, or they remove themselves and possibly, with the Two of Swords, bury their head in the sand. Now, the Strength card on the end here, I feel, is the resolution. The resolution is to find that inner strength. The resolution is to look in the mirror, literally look in the mirror and take some type of inventory, which again we talked about earlier with the 12th house at the top of the reading, the intuitive portion, where if you do self-reflection, it will garner some type of knowledge to you. It will result in you understanding something, realizing something, gaining insight into something that has been possibly very hard to understand up until this point. Or you've restricted yourself or resisted learning before or understanding before. Oh, he always acts like this, or she always acts like that, making excuses for a person, possibly making excuses for yourself. You know, again, burying the head in the sand sometimes with the Two of Swords. The Strength card, again, is the resolution, I feel. Its strength is related to Leo, not saying it has to be about a Leo in your life, Sagittarius, but related to the aspects of Leo and the aspects of 5th house, which is independence, which is being able to recognize one's self-worth. And it can be, you know, categorized as ego. It's not about ego. It's about confidence. It's about assuredness. It's about knowing what's for you and what's not for you. And this is someone coming to that realization that someone or something or this group of people or that particular person is not for me, and thus I must remove myself or take the hint, because somebody here, I'm telling you, and for good or for worse, did not take the hint. And it's a hard life lesson to learn that way. Yeah. I'm getting this, like, I'm really getting the sense in some of your cases, like you thought you were the chosen one, you know, quote unquote, the chosen one, the person that was going to be, you know, given the ring, the proposal, and then lo and behold, it was the other person. Do you get me? Yeah, so Sag, I think that's the resolution, is to have that self-reflection, get into a place of confidence. It does not have to be related to a Leo or any aspect of Leo in your own chart, but just, you know, recognizing yourself as a full-fledged and fully formed individual, not dependent, not in need of others, which again might come off as egotistical, but it's really not. Okay. So that is your reading, Sagittarius, and that is the reading for all of the fire signs in mid-May. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button down below for me. If you haven't subscribed before, hit the subscribe button for me. I would appreciate that. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you can see when I do the uploads for the channel, and I go live on the channel as well. Again, if you want to get at me for a personal reading, you can find out how to do so by looking in the description box below, okay? I will be back soon with the June readings, which will all be separated. All 12 signs will get individual videos for the monthlies at least. And you know, who knows with the mid-Junes if I'm going to go back to doing 12. I don't know. I'm telling you guys, this new job of mine, I'm just like, man, whew, so tired. Anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Take care.